Now, normally you cannot sublimate or do sublimation on a cotton t-shirt. Not until now. We've got a new product to look at. Let's have a look at it. Right, now those of you who do transfer printing like I do, and vinyls and stuff like that onto 100% cotton t-shirts, the reason why we use cotton t-shirts is because they're basically half the price of sublimation t-shirts, for those of you who actually are in the know. Now, we've got a new product here where I can now sublimate or use sublimation to print onto a cotton t-shirt. Let's check it out. Right, well, I've just got this test batch of a new product that's out, and what they do is provide you with a special transfer paper and some special powder which you put through your sublimation printer. In this case it's the Ricoh printer which we're using, and you use the sublimation inks on the transfer paper, and then you apply a powder over the top which is like a polymer powder, and that then gets pressed onto a 100% cotton t-shirt, and it's supposed to leave the sublimated image permanently fitted onto the t-shirt. Now, I've not used this before, so you're using it for the first time with me, so let's give it a try. I'm going to get out a cotton t-shirt now. It's basically for white t-shirts and light coloured t-shirts, this product, by the way. It's not for dark t-shirts. So let's just get a t-shirt now, give it a press, and then we'll see what happens. Right, so this is the paper, and I don't know whether you can see there, it's from a company called Sublitocotton.com, and again, this is just a sample sheet here. It's a little bit thicker than the normal transfer sublimation paper, so all I'm going to do is to open the tray, and you place this face down in your Ricoh sublimation printer, like that. Got to turn it on first, obviously. And I've just pulled up a colour print here of an image. It's Lightning McQueen. My grandson loves that. I'm not going to sell this. This is purely to get a good, see how good the colour definition is in this. So I've never tried this before. Once it prints out the image, what you have to do then is to lay the image on a tray, and then you sprinkle this polymer powder over the top of it, which again I've only got a little sort of bag full here. So we plan to do that and cover the ink up as it comes out of the printer. It's obviously still wet, and sprinkle that over until all the ink's covered, and then we can actually press the t-shirt with on a 100% cotton t-shirt. So let's give that a go now. And again, all I've done is pull up a graphic here of Lightning McQueen cars, and the image should come out here wet. Right, as we can see, it's starting to come out now. So I'm going to bring the image, lay it straight down in my tray like that, and I'm just going to get this white powder now and just empty it onto the tray. I'm not going to, you've got to be careful not to smudge this as well apparently, so I'm just going to put the whole lot on for the moment, and I'm just going to swoosh it all about. So again, I've never done this before, so you have to bear with me on this. So I'm just going to sort of just try and get it all over the top of the image. This is all brand new to me, and just make sure literally that the whole of the image is covered, which I can see there that it is. There you go. So now we've done that, I'm just going to pick the paper up, carefully dust it off like that. As I say, there's no cutting around the shapes either, so as you can see here, it's just literally just drop it all off, and I can see there that everything is actually covered, and there's only this residue which is actually just stuck to the image itself. I'll just lay that there for a second. I've already pre-pressed our t-shirt, as you know what we always do there, and as I say, the temperature which I'm pressing at here is 180 degrees, and I'm going to be doing that for 30 seconds. Now you've also got to be careful that when you put this down face down, that you don't move it about, so you want to be in the correct position really right from the beginning. So I'm just going to place that down there like that, and cover up with my cover sheet, as you can see there. Now don't forget, this is a 100% cotton t-shirt, which normally you cannot sublimate to. So let's just press that down there, and we're going to be counting down for 30 seconds. Now, as I say, I've never used this before myself. It might seem a bit of a faff, but again, it's a learning curve, and it could be a way of producing I mean, the biggest thing about sublimation t-shirts are they're normally double the price of these cotton t-shirts. Right, here we go. So I'm just going to take it off like that. We've had it under for 30 seconds. I don't know what it's going to do, what it's going to look like. And I'm just going to pull this straight off. And this, as I said to you, is 100% cotton t-shirt using sublimation inks. Now, looking at that, first of all, I'm going to say to you that them colours are absolutely fantastic. Look at this, look. How about that? Can you see how vivid that is? And there's no seams or anything whatsoever there. Now that looks really nice. I'm very surprised by that. And look at the depth of the colours as well. I'm sure you can see there. And as I say, this isn't a transfer. This is sublimation ink on our Gildan t-shirts, which, as you can probably see on the sign there, 100% cotton using sublimation inks. How about that? Well, all I can say is really that's really surprised me. I'm a little bit taken aback by that, to be honest with you. I've never used this before. I've heard of the product. As I say, this is in the UK at the moment. I don't know whether you've got it in any of the other countries. At the moment, I think this the price of these, as compared to normal sublimation or transfer papers, I think is about double the price at the moment. But apparently the manufacturers are trying to work to get the price down so it can compete favourably with the transfer paper market. And also, you'll be saving, because these t-shirts are literally dirt cheap as well. So I think you'll find, and there's no, you can fill a surface there obviously, but it's like a polymer surface, which you get with any sort of printed surface. But that ink has been taken by the polymer powder, which is obviously sunk into the actual garment as well. So that's why it's actually part of the garment as well there. So, well, there you go. That's a new one on me. And as you can probably see, I'm trying to stretch it there. Look, can you see? It's actually stretching because it's actually part of the garment as well. There we go, look. There's no sign of any sort of degradation when you stretch it. I'm well pleased with that. I think that turned out lovely. And look at the vivid colours, as I've said to you before. Well, that's just something to look out for. And that is from a company called Sublitocotton Limited. A brand new product here in the UK. Although I have heard of it before, maybe in different guises. And it is a polymer powder to be used on top of your sublimation ink with your sublimation printer, so that you can actually print on 100% cotton t-shirts. There you go. Hope that was of some interest to you. It will be to me, because I'll be running this through the wash many times, and we'll update you obviously somewhere further down the line in a different video. There you go. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my videos, and we'll see you again in the next video. Till then, bye for now.